जो सिंदूर मिटाने निकले थे उन्हें मिट्टी में मिलाया है।
Leo, where leadership isn't just a name you carry, it's an experience you earn. We are the student chapter of Lions Clubs International, and we believe in learning by doing. From hosting big events on campus to taking part in real social work like donation drives and awareness campaigns, we take action with purpose. As part of this mission, the Leo Club brings you a podcast series that talks about important social issues, topics that matter and need to be heard. This episode is a special one, not just because it marks the beginning of our journey, but because of the powerful topic we are about to explore: Wings of Courage, an airman's tale from the Indo-Pak front. When it comes to understanding the army, war, and the harsh ground realities of conflict, who better to share those insights than an actual army officer? In a time when discussions around this topic are at their peak, our mission is to bring you insights straight from those who have served and sacrificed for the nation. In this episode, we bring you a first hand perspective that bridges the gap between the battlefield and the civilian world. We are honored to have Sir Yashavanth Gopal Shetty, who has served as a sergeant in the Indian Air Force. His experience and dedication to the nation's defense bring a perspective that is both authentic and deeply rooted in service. Good evening, sir, and welcome to the very first episode of our series. I am Arpita Sahu, your host for today. Welcome to the show, sir. But before we start this episode, I would like to pay tribute to him and all their soldiers who risk their lives at the front lines so that we can live in peace. Their courage, sacrifice, and unwavering dedication to the nation will always be remembered and deeply respected. Now, I would like to introduce our guest of the night, Sir Yashwanth Gopal Shetty.
Hi everybody, good evening and Jai Hind.
Thanks, sir. So, how are you feeling about being here? Is this a new experience for you
Fantastic.
too?
It isn't a new experience to me, but yes, uh, to be a part of the podcast, yes, it's a new experience. Always on TV, All India radios, I've been speaking, delivering lectures on patriotic topics. But today it's something special because I was invited especially by my 39-year-old friend's daughter. Probably my friend thought that I should be a part of and be with you all to spend the quality time with you all talking about patriotism. And as you all are Leos, I'm proud to share one good thing about my own niece, who was a Leo in Mangalore, who is an engineer, national basketball player, Manisha Shetty, who is with the Indian Air Force now, flying Dorniers as a flying pilot. So I'm very proud of her too. And she being a Leo, it's my honor to share that good feeling to you all. Probably that may inspire you all too. Yes? Yeah.
We love to hear that thing, that she was also a
Yes.
Leo like us.
She is.
Before we
She
start,
was and now. Yeah. Carry on, please.
before we start talking about everything what we are about to start now, but what made you join the Air Force in the first place? Was it your dream or someone's decision?
Should I be very frank? I didn't join the Indian Air Force for Desh Seva. I joined the Indian Air Force for Pet Ki Puja because of the poverty. And after having joined the Indian Air Force, and there is a trick, there is a secret why I joined the Indian Air Force also. I was doing my BSc and I was a part of the NCC Air Wing. I was fortunate to get my glider wing. When I got my glider wing, my NCC CO told me, my dear, you wish to fly steel birds, you can. Education, you can continue later on also. So after that moment, whenever I opened my BSc books, I was only seeing aircrafts flying and I was hearing the sound of aircraft. That was the main commander, G.K. Avasthi, sir, is the main reason why I have joined the Indian Air Force. But I didn't become a pilot. I was not qualified, maybe for various reasons, but I never took my step back. I continued with my service. I ended up as an aeronautical electrical engineer. Out of 16 years that I served the Indian Air Force, I'm very happy to share 13 and a half years I served practically on aircrafts like MiG-21 BIS, which is generally in the modern era, it is related with the Abhinandan because he shot F-16 through this MiG-21 BIS Bison. And then I was transferred to Kiran aircraft, HJT-60 Hindustan Jet Trainer, which is very familiar with the civilians as Surya Kiran team, correct? Fly past team. So most of the time I spent with the Surya Kiran aircraft, but 1.5 years I served even MiG-21 Bison between 1980 and 81. And then the journey was almost out of 16 years, as I said, 13 and a half years I served practically on aircraft, befitting to my wing commander G.K. Avasthi's slogan that you can fly steel birds. I did not fly steel birds as a pilot, but I was always flying. And that was a thrill, adventure, paid adventure. And as I said, I didn't join the Air Force for Desh Seva, but in the course of our training, we were so motivated, so encouraged by our senior superiors that this Desh Seva or patriotism is in the blood even today. And it is with almost all the soldiers or the uniformed men. That is for men or women. I don't say it as men. Even men and women, when you wear uniform, patriotism comes very automatically. And when there is a Indian tricolor on your chest, you are never allowed to do wrong things. That is the spirit of this tricolor. Yeah.
That badge gives you a responsibility, just not to
Yes.
serve your country, but also not to do anything wrong.
Yes. And service to the utmost level of sacrificing because when we pass out, the first thing we do is we sign a bond. Whenever there is a call of the nation, people are ready to volunteer and go to the border and fight a war. It's a dream of a soldier to be a part of war, not bothering about whether I'll be alive or not. Dying or sacrificing your life for the cause of the nation is the best sacrifice that anyone can think of. And all martyrs are really fortunate getting their bodies wrapped with tricolor and coming and getting honors. It's a real respect, irrespective of caste, religion, region, and it's the utmost salute that anybody can get after the death, not while living, even after death. That soul or the body is respected by everybody. So that's a great feeling anyway. I was not fortunate enough for that, actually. Yeah.
But we are fortunate,
Yes.
sir, that we are getting you listen about these things, like what you learn from your training, how the soldiers are so strong mentally and physically that they don't bow down in front of their enemies. And now I can understand why they don't.
Yeah. People say, those who leave the forces, people say, I'm retired. But let me tell you one more good thing about these retired people. We are retired, but never tired. Even if the nation requires our services, even at this young age of 65, not only me, elder members of my community, this association, they still say, recently, after Operation Sindhu, we as an association, we wrote a letter to Prime Minister. We are ready to join the forces without salary. We don't want salary. We want our country to be safe, country to be protected. So that is the spirit. And it should come with everybody. It's not only the soldiers who should be having this patriotism. It should be in the blood of every citizen. Every proud citizen should feel across the globe, I'm telling. A living example is Israel. Compulsory military training, though they go across the world. But when the call of the nation is there, even without the government calling, all left their jobs and came back to their country, wore uniform and fought. Still they're fighting. That spirit is ultimate. So one day I think India also will have that kind of patriotism. Everyone, especially after this Operation Sindhu, people realize the importance of soldiers and the sacrifice that each one of us can do in safeguarding our nation. Modi ji always says, if every citizen of India takes one step forward, India will move 142 crore steps forward, which is a very big leap, a very big growth, right? So that message from Chaiwala is a very big message, a very motivated lecture. So I think we have to imbibe all those things and move forward with positivity all the time. Yeah.
So from all these things, I can totally figure out that you are missing your structure and the intensity of staying there in an Air Force. Don't you enjoy your house life also?
Yes.
Don't you miss your home because you always stay
No,
months away from your home?
We do. No, we are so flexible that given a situation, we are able to move, flex our life as per the requirement. I'll just quote an example. After the service with the Indian Air Force, I left and joined Qatar Army with the Battle Tank Division. So there we had to go to Saudi Arabia for 3 weeks for the Saudi Qatari this operation. Okay, it was a friendly operation. First 2 days I did not have food because the moment I was opening the vessel for having food, the storm dust used to enter into this. I thought, no, I should not take, because after 2 days, I lived only with Pepsi or Coke. But after 2 days, I said 19 more days are there. Why should I not try? When everybody is eating, why should I not? I started eating the same food served. When the lid is open, dust storm used to come. And probably that made me more stronger, like the cement advertisement that comes. So we are very strong even today. After 21 days, when I came back, probably I was much stronger than when I left for Saudi Arabia. So that's the spirit. What I'm trying to say is, Faujis are so flexible that they can adjust to any environment. In the armed forces, you are just given a railway warrant and you are asked to move to one of the units and report. There's no question of reservation, no question of airlift earlier days. But soldiers had that goal. Yes, I had to reach that place within 48 hours or 72 hours. People moved. Civilians did not cooperate most of the time, except during the war. People didn't realize the importance. They wanted to be in their comfort zone. But in 87, when the operation happened, from Hyderabad, when we heard many of our friends, army friends, telling that the moment they came to know that we are leaving for border, the reserved compartment people, citizens, they left their bus and they slept on the floor and they give. That was the respect shown to the soldiers that the troop was moving to the border. In 1987, I was a part of it. So I can relate the emotions of civilians when there's a call of the nation, how people can get out of comfort zone and try to be a smallest help which they can render to the soldier. It's a respect for soldier probably. Because soldier, when he leaves, he doesn't know whether he comes back or not. Ladies put Sindoor. Today the name is Operation Sindoor. In 1987, I also faced our own sisters from Bengal, UP. They put tilak on our forehead That was a vicious thing. And when we came back, they were so happy. It was a Holi ahead, and we enjoyed our Holi also. So these are all the moments which I think no soldier can forget. And these experiences you can't buy from the market. The best part is this has to be realized, experienced, and then you can re-cherish all the time. That drives you towards patriotic moments. And probably, if possible, we can imbibe or motivate this to the youth of the nation. And they are better now. Today's youth are excellent. Wonderful. There's no shortfall on them. They want just a push, push pull amplifier. Exactly like that. That's all. Yeah.
I'm astonished after hearing all these things. I mean, now I can understand why a soldier is so different from a normal civilian. This just a push can push you towards the war field without even having a fear in your mind or even in your heart. But
You
let's now talk.
want me to share one example as to what
Yes,
this
sir, definitely.
patriotic means? In 1987, I was in Hyderabad Airbase. Message came from air headquarters that we have to move all our engineers to the border and the army also. So we said, sir, four people from each state were required. I was a bachelor. I said, sir, I'm ready. Likewise, all bachelors said, sir, don't send married people. They have family, wife and children. So you send bachelors. So there was one friend of mine, a Keralite, Murali, who was a married man and having family. He came and fought with my boss. He said, do you doubt my integrity? I'm also equally important to him. You do one thing, I'm giving you a solution. You want 4 people from each state, send 2 bachelors and 2 married people. So we started cursing him that because our chances were reduced, by 50%. Then our boss conveyed it to air headquarters, sir, I cannot put names because people are fighting to go to the border. Air headquarters said, we salute their patriotism. Forget it, we'll send names at random. So we were till lunch, we were cursing this Murli for becoming a hurdle into our movement towards the border. But then when we were having lunch in the mess, the message came, and I was one of the luckiest to be moved out. That was 27th January 1987. All aircrafts were full, no civil aircraft, no Air Force aircrafts were available. Even from Pahalgam Museum, aircraft was brought on service and it was used. So we got Indian Airlines flight, midnight at 1:30 a.m. we took off. The temperature was 18 degrees in Hyderabad. When we reached Delhi, Pahalgam, at 3:20 after 1 hour 50 minutes, it was 2 degrees Celsius. Delhi cold. They gave us a mug full of tea, matri, and then paper to fill our credentials, our proficiency. We wrote, and at 5 o'clock in the morning, I got airlift in a packet aircraft which was pulled from Pahalgam Museum. The aircraft was still leaking. We were able to see the leakage, but we were not fearful. We wanted to move to the border, and I was thrown into Udhampur Air Base, which is in Jammu and Kashmir. By 11 o'clock, I reached. We had many landings, many were dropped, many were picked up, and finally I was thrown in Udhampur. The moment we started picking luggages, they said, no, forget about your luggage, it will go to the barracks. You have to go to the runway and lights are to be serviced. I was an electrical engineer along with others. And we did that. We never said that we didn't sleep, we didn't have food. Those things we forgot. The aim was only to give a befitting reply. That's all. That was the spirit. So that kind of feeling, probably it comes to everybody. It's not only Faujis. This time in Operation Sindhur, we have seen even Asaduddin Owaisi, a man, a literate man, barrister, who was always talking about Hindu, Muslims and all. This time, for the first time, he said, today I'm talking as an Indian, we have to give a befitting reply to Pakistan, and we will give a reply as an Indian, not as a Hindu or a Muslim. A great thought by Asaduddin Owaisi ji. I really appreciate that. That kind of sentiment, that kind of patriotism, if it comes, India is a great country. It's a Vishwa Guru already. Now USA, Russia, Russia is already a friendly. China is fearing India. US is fearing India. Our Donald Trump changes his tune every day. He doesn't know what to speak about India. He's fearful. It's about the economy. It's about the tax. There are many political
The tariffs
things.
they have put it right.
Yes, but
Yes.
coming to military, today is the era where India doesn't have to depend on any country. India is self-sufficient to beat any of the countries. But India always believes in peace, ahimsavad, and we will never move forward first. We love peace. But if somebody comes and backbites us or attacks us, we are not the people of Gandhi's era, where if someone slaps here, you show the other gal. No, that era is gone. That's a practical era. It is for that. There's no compromise on that. We will talk with eye on eye. We will na झुकेंगे ना हमसे हम चौड़ा करेंगे अपना सीना नहीं. Do respect to the opposite party, but if they misbehave with us, we have our way of dealing with any of the countries. That is why USA and even Russia, China is not coming forward to openly support because they are worried about their tax problems. Turkey, they came and Israel gave a fitting reply. And their message, they said, no, we were going to Malaysia and we came just for exercise. Anyway, that's their concern. We are not worried about what Turkey does or what the USA does. We are self-sufficient. Our soldiers are so powerful. And you know what India did in Operation Sindoor? A day before India attacked, Indian Home Ministry announced we will have mock drill. Correct?
Yes,
Pakistanis
yes,
probably were taken into the message that India will have 2-3 days of mock drill, preparing for what, so we can relax. And the second thing in India, in English, people say LLTT. That is looking to London and talking to Tokyo. They were thinking India is doing mock drill. But whereas India did not use even aircrafts. You know what India used? They flew Laksh drones and the Vanch jets. They are pilotless aircrafts. Vanch jet and Laksh drones, they are British made. So when these pilotless aircrafts flew, they started shooting. They were claiming that we shot so many aircraft. We shot Rafales.
Yes,
it was
yes.
not Rafales. It was this pilotless Vanch and Laksh. After that, when they were engaged with firing this, India fired BrahMos missile from
Yes, we heard about that.
territory. You know, one more thing what India has propagated here, we'll be moving our aircrafts to the border, we'll have exercise, night exercise in the border area. So they thought the same aircraft which moved to the border is flying and attacking. But our strategy was quite different. Ajit Deol, thanks to him, thanks to Rajnath Singh ji, Amit Shah ji and Modi ji, the team, Jaishankar ji, you know, it was a collective teamwork which fooled Pakistanis very badly. I'm not disrespecting the military of Pakistan, no, because they are also very much spirited to save their country. But the problem here is it is not Pakistani army which is fighting. It's a proxy war they're trying to, through these terrorists, they are trying to fight with India. It's killing innocent people in Pahalgam who came as a tourist. That is not the way. You want to fight war militarily. There's no problem. One has to win, one has to lose. Doesn't matter. In 1971 war, Bangladesh was liberated. We gave them freedom. 93,000 soldiers were prisoners of war from Pakistan. They surrendered. India left them freely. But today, look at the situation of Bangladesh. They are not able to digest India's growth for no reason. But that is their politics. Let's not be worried about that. Let's worry about what Modi ji said. ये भारत का संकल्प है कि हम आतंकियों और आतंकियों के जड़ से उखाड़ फेंकेंगे. तब तक हम चैन से सोएंगे नहीं. Trade and talks will not go together. Talks and this and blood and water will not flow together. It was Modi's word. He said, no,
Yes,
I will not. Sindhu, innocent people were killed. That we will take the revenge on that. And we have done very tactically, we have done. Pakistan was thinking, oh, they'll be doing 2-3 days of mock drills around India. And when this Vansh and Lux, this Vansh jet and the Lux drones, pilotless, they were flying, they thought aircrafts have attacked because we had announced that aircrafts are moving to the border. They started firing them. They were pilotless aircraft. Materials we can buy, life we cannot buy. And then we use our BrahMos, S-400, destroy. Tactical move. In the war, it is do or die. Whoever is intelligent, he makes a move. They were talking about nuclear. We हम शो के लिए नहीं रखा है. अगर सिंधु का पानी रुका तो भारतीयों का खून बहेगा. Now where are those jokers who have been talking all those nonsense? If they are militarily powerful, they should fight. Fighting a war with military is not an illegal thing. That's a legal thing. But killing innocent people, entering into a terrorist and then infiltration and then disturbing, if they are not able to digest India's growth, especially in Jammu and Kashmir, the way tourism has come up, they are not able to digest. The same August 1947, India and Pakistan became independent. Look at that party. They are begging countries from Saudi. These Pakistanis are sent back. This appeal to the Pakistan government, please take these people back. We are sending them. We don't want beggars here and spoil our environment here. It's true fact. It's not that as a soldier I'm saying. All are aware of this. And today my best friends are 4 Pakistanis. You know, just 4 of my best friends, when Kargil war was there, I was in Qatar. My Pakistani friend used to ask me, Shetty bhai, what is happening in Kargil? So one Tunisian, who I didn't know Arabic then, he was telling my friend from Pakistan, Hamid, you stupid man, he is talking about a fight against you and they are attacking you and you are asking him as to what is the development going on. He said, just shut up. I believe Shetty bhai more than you. He may be kafir, but he will not tell lies. This is a true thing that has happened with me. And today also I have 4 Pakistanis in my WhatsApp group. Whenever in Qatar this Eid is, celebration is declared, they call me and they say, Shetty bhai, Eid Mubarak. They know very well that I'm not a Muslim, but then that is the love and affection that I have. Pakistanis are not bad. It is the Pakistan government, and it's a powerless government and dominated by this so-called army, which doesn't fight direct war, it fights war through this terrorists. So that's the tragedy.
So after all these things, whatever happened in Operation Sindhu, where are we currently standing now? If someone asked me, what are the current statistics of the situation, what would be your answer? Is there something that is behind the scenes?
There's so much going behind the scene. Diplomatically, we are at the topmost level. Look at the apathy of this Pakistanis. Who is supporting them? Which country has come forward to support? And look at India. Jaishankar ji is talking and Rajnath Singh ji is talking. The whole world, now our MP delegations have gone all over the world only to tell what happened in Operation Sindhu and what India was very clear on 7th. Modi ji told very clearly, giving free hands to the generals and CDS. The message was very clear. We will target only terrorist camps and their terrorists, not civilians, not even military. But only when they bounced back on us with all those Chinese outdated missiles and Turkeys, this toy-like things, then India went to attack these air bases. They destroyed 9 air bases. That is the power of this. And the beauty was in this operation, not even a single aircraft crossed the border. Not even a single aircraft crossed the border. The Karachi is in a target. You must be knowing the geography as to where Karwar is. INS Vikram and INS Vikramaditya both are stationed. We just came back from Lakshadweep day before yesterday. We were not allowed to enter into Bangaram Island. When we asked, they said, sir, even we cannot go. Why? Something like war is going on. These poor people, they didn't know what actually is happening. But we knew the range of this INS Vikrant and Vikramaditya is 600-kilometer radius. So even Lakshadweep is coming under this. By chance in Pakistan, fires also, civilians should not be affected. That is why Bangaram and Kalpenti was banned for us. We were only in Agati. We went by air and we enjoyed and came back just day before yesterday night. But those local people, poor people, the Lakshadweep came to light only after Modi ji spent some time in Lakshadweep because G20 delegates visited there. And after that, Modi ji thought, okay, let me go. He spent about 20 minutes in that beach, sat and photos, and Maldives had stomach upset, and all those politics happened, and then they had to come begging. And now, anyway, now the same is the case with Turkey. A tourism center, they lost their tourism only because of their wrong move. We have to be sensitive enough as to what strategy we have to adopt. You support anybody, you sell your armament, doesn't matter, that's a trading. But supporting a country which is, backstabbing, that is not human, and that is inhuman, right? So that is why this condition of Azerbaijan and Turkey is today. China is so intelligent. They are just backing. Why they are backing? That they are bothered about that the port that they have made near that Iran. Yes, so they are worried because they have funded that. It's not Pakistan which has funded that. So there are so many things, it's not only about somebody firing and killing somebody, or no, it's not like that. It's a big drama, especially by the USA. These nuclear bombs, when India attacked Pakistan, Pakistan feared that nuclear gases are leaking because they did not know how to control it. It is not Pakistani's nuclear missile. It was Americans stored in Pakistan. In case China does something, they can use from Pakistani base. And Pakistan was using that as a tool. Yes. Please come.
So those nuke sites in Pakistan, which were claimed that those nuke sites are being hovered by India.
No, it was US's storage. Pakistanis didn't know. They were puzzled because it started leaking. And when the press journalist asked our Air Marshal Bharti ji, he said, oh, for the first time I'm hearing, because we never targeted a nuclear base. Now we came to know that there is a base. And now USA started moving those because Pakistanis didn't even know how to operate. They were only by storing that, they were blackmailing us. That is what Modi ji said. Nuclear blackmail will not work. If you are nuclear country, we are also nuclear. But now it is exposed that the nuclear is not theirs. It is USA stored with the fear in case China moves, does some circus. Because they are from a far distance, no? They wanted a base, and Pakistan is easily sellable. It's the bigger picture. It is not a very small thing. So this is all. It's not just about killing 26 people. No, it's
all about the diplomacy.
Disturbing this environment in J&K, so the tourism. Because why these terrorist camps are mostly located in Pakistan-occupied Indian Kashmir? You know why? Because they thought India will never attack Pakistani-occupied Indian Kashmir because it is India's part. So they will not. So thinking that India will never attack Pakistani-occupied Indian Kashmir, they brought so many training camps. But what India did? 9 bases were destroyed in one single go. 23 minutes operation. Correct? Terrorist camps.
Sir.
In Uri, we did army action. Border posts we destroyed. In Pulwama, after that attack, airstrike. Modi ji was live with Ajit Deol, even those times. He had told, I want everybody to be back safely before and after all landed back, he told, call the Pakistani military before the press gives the message. You call officially and tell them this, we have destroyed this. That is the gut feeling of India today. Thanks to Modi ji, I'm not talking politically again, but the power of India. India is already a Vishwaguru. India believes in peace, but it's not the peace of Gandhiji that somebody slaps here, you show this. That era has gone. It's the era of do or die. And soldiers, when they take their pledge, they sign a bond to one command. Nobody questions whether it is right or wrong. One command is obeyed across the country, and people, my own example I gave from Hyderabad, we were fighting. My name should be there. I thank God because I was a bachelor, so I thought my chances are more. Murali became a hurdle. Finally, Murali's name also came. He said, do you doubt my integrity? This was a second. That is the time it clicked to me. My God, what a patriotism he has, being his wife and children in the same camp. He said, no, I joined the service to safeguard the nation. Families, children will be there. Many people die. So what? One day, everyone has to die. But dying for the cause of the nation is a great thing, So that is the spirit everybody has. It's not only the soldiers, everybody, all in uniform, police, paramilitary, industrial, CISF, CRPF, Border Security Force, Indo-Tibetan Border Police, all are same. Position may be different, but one command, execution of action without fear of death. Because when a soldier goes to the war, he prays that if God wills, I should be rolled with the tricolor and I should be brought back to the hometown. That is the spirit. That is with everybody. We wrote to our Prime Minister, PMO office recently. We said, no, we are ready. We are retired, but not tired. We are ready. We don't want salary also. We are pensioners. We are self-sufficient, but we will come and support our soldiers who are across the border. Unity is strength. But Pakistanis, what message we heard? Pakistanis ran. I'm not, disrespecting them. Soldier is a soldier. But because they are not happy with the command, that is the message which was conveyed. Look at the Indians. They said, we are ready to go. Pakistani officers, most of the officers, I'm told, by the way, I have visited Pakistan thrice. I have visited Karachi thrice. Okay, a beautiful city. I've seen Dawood Ibrahim's house. I've seen Dawood Ibrahim's house in Karachi as well as in Dubai. First time when I saw Dubai's residence, there was a big board, Dawood al-Hakim, Dawood al-Ibrahim. But second time when his name was in Interpol, the board was removed. Then when I went to Karachi, I saw in defense colony, safeguarded by commandos, but now he is running from one place to another. He wants to surrender and come back to India. See, now he is fearing Pakistanis themselves may sometimes finish him off. Life is very precious for even these underworld people. What all they do now, they probably start realizing, oh, what we have done is not the right thing.
But still they're putting their money on industries.
No, see, COVID came, the whole world was given a message. Wealthy people could not eat money, correct? Wealthy people were there with crores of rupees, but they could not eat that money, no? They had to wait in the queue to get ration in that 1 hour when the stores were open. But after the COVID was withdrawn, again people are back on the track. Same track. Forgot that. Now again COVID is coming. It's on. In Ahmedabad, where my niece is serving 15 people. Yes. Lesson has to be learned by mistake. Whatever is from there, we have to take a lesson, move forward. The mistake, when we know that it's a mistake, we should eliminate that from our the system. Delete button should be used. We have to empty the cup so that new things, new ideas can be filled. If the glass is full, can I pour fresh water? I have to empty it for new ideas, new water, and then only it can be healthy. So emptying the cup principle has to be added. Yeah.
So When you heard about the Pahalgam attack, it was a disastrous for everyone. We all switched on the TV and heard that innocent tourists were attacked, and just by terrorists. What was your reaction? What was your
It was
perspective
at that
about that thing?
it was at that time we as a association we wrote to PMO. We said we have to fight back. We have to give a befitting reply. When India was taking so many days, people were losing patience. But we soldiers were knowing it is the strategy being planned. Look at the strategy that Indians did. They said border exercise, blackouts, and they used pilotless aircrafts. Pakistanis thought aircraft, they moved their aircraft, and yesterday they said, so they must have attacked. Whereas we used the other strategy and destroyed. Our target was destroyed. Purpose was that. Purpose was not to destroy army bases. No, not even civilians. But what they did in retaliation, ceasefire breaking, they attacked our schools, hospitals
They
in the
attacked the
border
Poonch
areas.
district. The whole
Yes,
Poonch was destroyed.
that's right. That is what is, it's about the attitude. You want to fight, fight like a soldier. Doesn't matter. You be a martyr. In Kargil, what happened? Many Pakistanis were killed by our Indian soldiers. Pakistanis didn't agree to take the bodies because they were worried that they will be exposed. But it is Indian government which said, if they don't take the body, we will give the respectful the cremation. And we did that. We did that. Indians government, Indian armed forces gave the respect to the dead bodies of Pakistanis when it was rejected by Pakistan. They were fearing, oh, if we accept this, the world will know that our Pakistani army has entered into this. They were only saying, look at this IMF money which came. Correct, no? And
Yes,
they
sir.
announced
Even
1
even
crore
before
each.
seeing the yes, sir. Even before looking at the loan repaying ratio of Pakistan, they gave 1 billion, and just before the ceasefire. This raises a question that
That's right.
why they
Yes.
invested 1 billion in a country like who can't even repay. The ratio is decreasing day by day.
That's right. So you remember this Kandahar hijack? Kandahar
Yes,
aircraft?
sir.
So
Yes,
Indian
sir. Yes,
Airlines
sir.
aircraft was hijacked. I was in Qatar. So my blood was boiling. But what our foreign minister did when they killed one passenger in Dubai, a young couple, the husband was killed, the pressure was so much within India that you have to safeguard all these passengers. Aircraft took off to Amritsar. From Amritsar, it flew to Kandahar. The Jaswant Singh was the foreign minister. He took this terrorist, handed over. He was in our jail. He was handed over. And I was so boiled, I was so upset that I wrote a letter, an open letter to Indian foreign minister in the Peninsula newspaper of Qatar. I was serving there. Next morning, I got a call. I thought maybe press people want some clarification. You know what he said? Sir, congratulations. Your letter bagged the first prize. I said, I did not write this letter for getting the prize. I just expressed my emotions. But he said, sir, but your letter touched so many people that you bagged the first prize. When can you come, sir, or you give your contacts, we will deliver your prize. But that was not the excitement for me. Excitement was I expressed my feeling, and Jaswant Singh was an army man, which means today the scenario is different in India. Today, if we ask civilians to join, they are ready to sacrifice their. But in 2000, India was not ready. Indian civilians were not ready to die. One death, one was killed, and people revolted against Vajpayee. No, you have to save these people, and we have to hand over this terrorist who played with India for the rest 23 years, and we have seen what happened. And now, present Modi government has taken a stand that we will retaliate, we will not sit quiet. Why? Earlier also we had prime minister, we had governments. But today, the prime minister, and again, the best part of this Operation Sindur was all parties came with one voice. They said, sir, Pradhan Mantri ji, jo karna hai kariye, hum aapke saath hai. Asaduddin Owaisi, hats off to the gentleman. I always used to envy that man, being a barrister, being a learned man, why he is talking nonsense. But then this time, when the testing time came, he proved to the world that yes, I too am a true patriotic Indian. He said in 1947 when division happened, we chose to be in India. We are happy. We being Muslims, we are happy in India. We have no regrets. Politically, we have freedom of speech, so we fight for our rights. But it doesn't mean that we are against Indian government or we are for Pakistani government. No. That is the spirit. I just salute that. Asad is a very learned man, actually. Barrister he is. And I was literally
Do you
moved.
think?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So, do you think behind every event, whatever happened on the 22nd of April, Pakistan's armed forces was also involved just because of their positions in our armed force? What I have read till now, their armed force just did everything just because of their positions to secure their position. Is it the
No,
right
what they did?
information?
No, what they did? You tell me. They surrendered. They went around the world and said, please, please convince this India not to retaliate, not to attack us. They were already beggars. And unka diwala nikalne wala tha. And then, and Trump said, I mediated. The next morning, he changed his stance. Because fortunately, when this 22nd April Pahalgam attack happened, Vice President was in India and his wife is an Indian, Usha Vance. Vice President of America, his wife is an Indian from Hyderabad, Usha Vance. So that was an insult to him also, that I being in India, this thing happened. You know, the Pakistanis wanted this to happen when USA was there, so as to pull them down also. Trump said, I mediated. Next day he said, no, I didn't mediate. I just wished that both the powerful countries too should talk. What powerful? Pakistan? Because of the nuclear which was stored in American nuclear stored in Pakistan. Pakistan was showcasing as if we are nuclear powers. They didn't even know how to stop that leakage. And our Air Marshal Bhartiji said, we didn't attack. But anyway, now I came to know that our this attack has an effect because there was a nuclear. That is why the leakage happened. But we targeted the air bases. AVAX did wonders. AVAX did wonders. Their AVAX was jammed. Air systems were all blocked by our SAM. Surface to air missile. You know the technology, how this missile is fired? Have you heard of Israel firing? When Israel fired at hospitals, people said, oh, this is inhuman. They should fight Hamas. They should not fight, kill innocent citizens. But do you know the truth behind this? Iron drones are used by them. The technology doesn't know whether it is Hamas or Israel, India or Pakistan. It only knows what is its role. Iron drone has two missiles. One will hit the enemy's missile. The other missile in Iron drone will go to the base from where this missile is fired. And because it destroyed schools or hospitals, Israel came to know that the origin of the enemy's missiles were from school or hospitals. Is that the place to be? Yes. People were telling that innocent people are killed. Israel was not doing anything wrong. It was that missile Iron drone which was doing. Because the technology is such that one hits the enemy's missile, the other one tracks down to the origin of the place of firing. Unfortunately, it was hospital or school. That's why they were killed. Israelis didn't kill them. The same technology happened here also. Chinese could not open their mouth. They were dumb spectators seeing all their missiles being destroyed by Indians. But India didn't directly destroy Chinese. India destroyed the missiles or armament which was fired by Pakistanis. Correct? No? India didn't attack China. And China is not in a position to come against India because India is friendly with Russia. Even China is friendly with Russia because of American power. They want to have this local power with India. Afghanistan, Russia, and China, because that economical, positioning. And Trump, I don't know what he talks every day is slip of tongue, gives different statements. But it's not their problem. It's not our problem. But India certainly is not dependent on America for this. India is self-sufficient. You know, this Akash missiles, after this operation,
Yes, sir.
from all over the world, these orders are coming into India. Make in India is publicized, advertisement has happened thanks to Pakistan. India is rich because of the operation that we did against Pakistan. They gave us the chance. So we did not advertise our armaments. Now the world wants to know how this happened. Without even crossing the border, without even you moving your ships, this happened. That is the power of India today. Unfortunately, earlier, power was not given to armed forces. Today, free hand is given. Modi ji said, I have full faith in my army, armed forces. I know they will do justice. Do it. You have the firing order. You know, people were losing patience, but the game was being strategized. Looking to London, talking to Tokyo. Mock drill, pilotless aircraft fired, they thought it's aircraft. And when they started firing at them, we destroyed their bases, air bases. They were no spectators.
This
That
also
is the
happened in the
intelligence.
Uri
In
time.
war, it is.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Movie. Because of movie, probably everybody came. Those days, Indian politicians were asking for the proof. But today, no one is asking for the proof. Why? Because they said, we are with you. Innocent people are killed. Those days, army people were killed. You know, once Lalu Prasad Yadav had told, people join armed forces only to die. उनको खाने पीने के लिए उधर जाते हैं, मरेंगे तो क्या है? But they are also human beings. They are also somebody's brother, sister, or father, mother. Correct? No.
Yes,
It's
sir.
okay. But I was fortunate to receive this Lalu Prasad Yadav at least 50 times in my service in Darbhanga, Indo-Nepal border. He was the chief minister, and I used to, as a team, we used to receive him. I was fortunate to receive Rajiv Gandhi ji as prime minister twice, BP Singh as a defense minister once, Devilal, N.T. Ramarao, P. Upendra, as then the cricket team. You know, this was all
So were you present in that
added
Sri Lanka
bonus
conflict
for.
too?
No, I was not given a chance. Because that was the time we were fighting in Udhampur, as I said, in 87.
Oh,
We
yes,
were
sir.
airlifted, I said, no? January 27th or 28th, 27th, 28th, intermittent night. We were flying 1:30 a.m. We took off. Inside the aircraft also, all newspaper headlines were that India on war with Pakistan. And we were ready and we were moving towards the border. But no one bothered about that headlines. People probably wanted their names to be in the headline after probably being martyred. That was the spirit. I didn't get
पर
chance
सर
to go to IPKF.
पर सर इतनी
Yeah.
सारी जो घटनाएं पीओके में होती हैं, कश्मीर में होती हैं, उन वादियों का क्या कभी वो सब तो कहती भी नहीं है वो वादियां कुछ भी, वो बस लेकिन काफी सारे कोहराम सुन जाती है। और ये how long will it going to be Kashmir see this?
At the end of the tunnel, there is always a light. Correct? If you believe, at the end of the tunnel, there is always a light or a ray of hope. Article 370 is withdrawn. People said, Khoon bahega. We all have heard. Did it happen?
Yes,
Stone melting stopped. Tourism boomed.
Stop.
Kashmir
Totally
is a good
stop.
people.
Yes, sir.
Kashmir is a good people, but they didn't have employment. People, those big bosses, politicians, their children are studying in UK, USA. These poor people are not given even education. They are given
Yes,
10
sir.
rupees, 20 rupees, 50 rupees for pelting stone. They don't know what they are doing. They do it. When this Article 370 was lifted, me and our Arif, we all were in Delhi. We were having our reunion, 7 of us. Our group is called, in MBA group is called a 7th Star. Muhammad Arif, your friend's father, Muzaffar Hussain, Abdul Kalam, Mumtaz, me, Yashavanth Gopal, Nilab Agarwal, and Kumar Swatantra. We 7 are one group, MBA group. And if I have done my MBA, it's thanks to these people who helped me. I was doing my duties. We were studying in my camp. I used to call them and they used to come. They were excited to see aircrafts, but we were studying in the camp. My MBA was very tougher. But then these people didn't let me down. They pulled me up. Again, it was a united effort. The credit of my MBA should go to all these 6 people who pulled me up. In spite of they having qualified, they said, no, Shetty bhai, you will not, you will also sail safely in this boat. And it's a history. That is why our bond for last 1987 batch, I was in MBA along with these people. And today is 2025. Arif is online, I'm sure, because he is more excited than me. He has spread this message to all our MBA colleagues. I don't know who all have joined, probably you will come to know. But all are hearing, and they're all good, my MBA colleagues. So reunion was thought. Everybody was in comfort zone. We said, no, we will do it. And we did it in Noida, Mohan Nagar. When we did that, the message came. And that was the time when I was returning back after this reunion. Article 370 was lifted. I was there. And then I traveled down to, it was a monsoon season, by the way. In Gujarat, our train was held down, reached Mangalore. See, the scenario of Kashmir changed today. People also, Adil, the person who fought against this terrorist, he's a martyr. He tried to save people. There was one more, Kacharwala, who evacuated 20 people. He evacuated people, and then when he took them to the safety, they told, Hamare do log abhi bache. He came back again, took those elderly people and went back. We can't forget those people also. Because they know the value of life, they know the value of this hungerness. Terrorists don't know, because easy money will go the easy way. IMF money was given for their prosperity in Hamas. United Nations gives money to this Palestine. But instead of using it for shelter, what they have done, they have constructed under bunkers, where there's a path from one country to another country. This is an open history. It's not that I'm talking against them. No, I'm not supposed to talk anything. But the reality is this. That is why Palestinians are still poverty-driven. Kashmiris were not knowing what to do. But now, when the government supported, and say the things have changed. It takes time anyway. Patience has to be there. India lost patience. After this Pahalgam attack, people were asking what Modi is doing. No, he is doing nothing. But the strategy was that behind the scene, as your question was, behind the scene actions of the Ajit Doval. Do you know Ajit Doval was in Pakistan for 7 years?
Yes,
7 years.
We have heard a lot about it.
One day, this Mullaji of the masjid, he said, I know you are an Indian, but I am not the person to report the matter to this authorities. It is their duty. You come with respect to pray. That's it. You are this person who come with respect to pray. So I respect you. It took 7 years for them to come to know that this Ajit Doval is undercover, a brainy chap. Yes, this we should know. Actually, these are the things which should be taught in schools, especially in the when new education policy came. I kept disturbing Modi ji through this. I wrote new education policy, compulsory military training or compulsory NCC, NSS or sports has to be there before a person writes his second PUC or intermediate exam. He or she should face, so that communal harmony is understood by sitting together in a camp, spending time and eating together, playing together. You will feel the importance of this, differences. And Modi ji is a bigger mind. I just talked about camps. He brought a Agnivir scheme, a bigger scheme. Many like me must have written. It's not me because of which it has happened. But when common people like us can think that, Prime Minister can think a lot. What he said, har aadmi, har insan agar ek kadam aage badhega, देश 142 करोड़ कदम आगे बढ़ेगा. And it's a big lead. India is becoming the third largest economy in the world. How can Pakistan digest? How can Turkey digest? How can China digest? Even if they can't digest, they can't fight with us. But there is some compulsion. Russia is always friendly. Israel is openly supporting India. Israel even said that we will fight militarily also with you. Against this Pakistan. India said, no, not required. Thank you. You're self-sufficient. We did cross the border. The irony, beauty of this operation was we didn't have to cross the border also. Isn't it great? Josh is very high. And thankfully, all Indians, after this Pahalgam attack, I don't think any Indians will hesitate for the innocent death. Instead, they want to take revenge, and every Indian civilians also will be moving forward to sacrifice or give his or her share of contribution towards safeguarding India. Mother tongue, yes?
Yes. So,
Yes.
just rest of the Operation Sindoor, what major steps are taken by India government? Like we have heard about Indus Valley Treaty, the diplomatic personnel, how they were reduced from the parliament. So, what
Okay.
are the major steps?
So I will just tell 2-3 things. Terror and talks will not happen together. Terror and trade will not happen. पानी के साथ खून नहीं बह सकता है. या तो पानी बहेगा या तो पानी बह सकता है, लेकिन पहले आतंकवादियों को हवाला कर दो. You hand over them. You can't control them. We will deal with them. You hand over them. But they are not ready. You have seen that cremation, no? 14 people. 14 people were given military honors. Are they really deserving that? If a military man died, I would certainly salute. Yes, military man is a military man, whether it's a Pakistani or Palestinian, whoever it is. But they were not.
But
They
they
were
were getting a
terrorists.
proper, yes, but they were getting a proper state
Yes.
funeral from Pakistan. This
And
was
you
so
know, they are,
insulting for us. What are they
you know,
doing?
it is like अपने ही पाँव पे कुल्हाड़ी मारने वाली बात हो गई. Pakistani didn't know
Exactly.
what to do. They did this and then they remembered, oh my God, we are exposed. One gentleman said, Bilawal Bhutto said, अगर सिंधु में पानी नहीं बहा तो भारतीयों का खून बहेगा. Why not even a single drop of blood has flown? Other ministers said, हम showpiece के लिए नहीं रखा है nuclear bombs. Where is his voice? Now Pakistanis only are questioning them. What nonsense you were talking and trying to fool us. What you have done. Pakistanis themselves are admitting. This is the tragedy of India. Pakistan also could have, I don't say they are not brave, Pakistani, because pre-India, all Indian and Pakistanis were trained by our Indian Military Academy only, Dehradun. Spirit was the same. But it is the two, a religious theory by Jinnah which broke this country. And then East Pakistan was forced because of this Bangladesh, they were being ill-treated because generally this Pakistan is dominated by Punjabis. God forbid, if things go as per Indian strategy as on today, if at all Pakistan lives, is existing in the map, it will be with only Punjab of Pakistan. Khyber Pakhtunkhwa will go, Sindh will go, Baluch will go, and POK has to come to India without even fighting. This is Bangladesh is already liberated. So what is the power of Pakistan? Pakistan today, Punjab, and when Sindhu water is stopped, can we live without water? Can we live? No. So it's just the pressure that is put. I don't think we are so inhuman that we will continue this. Probably the first step we will take about this is just the pressure that we are putting. So give the terrorists, you can't handle them, give them to us, we will deal. The Rana is already in India. Even Vijay Mallya is there in London.
Yes, even in the middle of the operation, there were clips from POK.
Yes.
Was seen, properly seen that those people are also worried, and of course they will be worried about their future. What are the Pakistan doing for them?
Yes.
Nothing.
Nothing, nothing. What now? Baluchis are open. Baluch said, just give us little support. We want liberation. And they are the rich people. I mean, mineral wise, they are the richest people, the source resources wise. That is why Pakistan doesn't want to give the independence. Yesterday, also on TV, I was seeing a policeman chasing youngster, and the lady was asking, why you are beating him? No answer. Yesterday, as of yesterday, it's all on TV. POK is a part of India, not because we want to expand our country, no, because since 1947, they never wanted to be with the Pakistan. They wanted to be a part of India only. And Afghan border, you know, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, what is happening? They are also attacking Pakistan. Now, Pakistan army doesn't know whom to fight. Khyber Pakhtunkhwa or this Sindh region or our Baloch or POK. In POK also there is a disturbance. So this is the scenario today. And India is in a very good position, whether others accept. For the first time in the world, people realized, yes, terrorism is a grave sin and grave problem. Because it affected even Europe. Nobody was belling the cat, but India belled the cat. And all, when the diplomatic channels were open, all countries said, even Saudi Arabia, UAE said, Qatar, which is Al Jazeera space, the country where I serve, they also said, no, what you did is wrong. Militarily you fight. But can anybody think of, can Pakistan think of fighting with India? They can only have this kind of proxy wars, infiltration, that's all, nothing more than that. Yes.
So then why did they violate the ceasefire? I mean, they know the condition of their military power, but still they violated the ceasefire.
No, they did not know the power of this ammunition they had. They thought it's a chance for them. They thought it will fire on India. But they did not know it was the old junk things that China, because China was giving free of cost. Pakistanis didn't have money to pay. Chabahar port was the main reason why Pakistan is being supported by China, because they want that port to be saved. Otherwise, India, when G20 happened, what India had an agreement with Saudi Arabia, Middle East, and Europe and America that we'll make this path. Well, if this path is made, Chabahar will be of no use. Their money will be going down the drain. So that is the requirement for Pakistan. And Pakistan cannot give anything else other than their land to China. Nothing else they have. Very sorry to say, they are the begging beggars. Saudi Arabia openly says, please take your citizens back. We can't bear them. We will not allow them to come and beg here. So this is the scenario.
So if one sort of time comes that a full-fledged war becomes a situation between India and Pakistan, there are chances, right, that China will support Pakistan because they have to for the land.
You think as of today, China has guts to go against India? Do you all think?
As of today, what I have read of in news, that China is rewarding J-35A jets to Pakistan. And there's a time period till August.
Yes, you said that, so let me talk about that also. Okay? You talked about, see, what China had given, correct?
Yes.
China was given, and this Pakistan was given with ZU 23mm, J10, JF-17. Were they useful?
No, sir.
Instead, Pakistanis, by using this, they insulted China. Turkish Kamikaze was used. Okay? Kamikaze drone was used. It was fired in the air. Turkish came to know, my God, my weapons are of no use. They wanted to become heroes by supporting this. Look at the irony of these poor countries. Their fate. Do you think with this situation, China will dare to face India? Will Iran face India? Will Iran dare to go against India? Indian foreign minister came, he visited Pakistan and then he came to India and went back. Correct? After this,
Yes.
that's a patch of work. Oh, no, no, no. We are also against this. Don't worry. We are not with them. That's the message they wanted to give. Unfortunately, even Islamic world is not with this Pakistan. That's the tragedy, because that is the situation they have created all over the world. All Muslims, all Muslims are not terrorists, but all terrorists, unfortunately, are Muslims. That is the situation today. We feel pity for them. People are trained, brainwashed in that way that you will go to Jannat. Who is in Jannat? This is Jannat or Jahannam. Correct, no? You
Yes.
lead a good life, keep helping. This is Jannat. Otherwise, what Jannat or Jahannam it is there? So that has to be, we have to become human beings first. When we become good human beings, that it's, say, for example, I'm not capable of helping somebody, it doesn't matter. Not troubling others is the biggest help. Am I right?
Yes.
But no, we think in the other way. It's an era where if you are wealthy, I'm jealous. If you have problems, I'm happy. Will that work in the humanity? It doesn't work like this. It's Sarve Jana Sukhino Vasudhaiva, means all should be together like one family, exchanging help, need, bringing smile on the faces of people always, not necessarily with the money. Money, COVID was the best example. But what lesson we have learned? After COVID, again we are back on the same track, moving around, correct?
Yes.
That is a tragedy. It's high time we remember our soul consciousness and move forward with the humanly, relationship, irrespective of caste, creed, low, high class, low class. Nothing doing. We are all humans. If I cannot help you, at least not troubling you is the biggest help I can do. That is what our armed forces have trained us. The first day when we went, they gave us meal and they put us in front of a big mirror. And it used to be called as chapati cut. They cut. We were looking like cartoons. Pajamas were given this shorts, not to be altered. You know, that is the way we were trained, so that you should be able to bear all the pains. It took just 15 days. Afterwards, we were royal. We didn't have good food they gave. Money they gave. They took care of us. The money we were able to help them send and take care of our families. What else is the need? Correct? 15 days. Now the fashion is chapati cut. We used to call it as now that has become the fashion. Now Faujis are growing hair or veteran, but modern boys are having good zero haircut. Those days it was called as chapati cut. Gone. We were looking like cartoons, but now they look like Yo-Yo Honey Singh. Yeah.
True, sir. So, have you ever
Reality is this.
experienced? Yeah, exactly, sir. But, sir, have you ever experienced a loss while working on your line of duty? Someone
Yeah.
special to your heart?
Yes. I was in Air Force Academy. One aircraft fell down. One training was there. He was going on a solo. While landing, he could not control. He landed. I was deputed to receive that aircraft because the pins are alive. When the single-seater aircraft, pins are alive means anytime it can, eject out. So our duty was to, when the aircraft crashed, I was a part of it. I went there, put the ladder, opened the canopy. Canopy means the cover, and I tried to pull him.
Oh,
Struck. But then my fingers went up to this level inside. It was already baked. 18-year-old boy. Then we attended his cremation also. 18-year-old trainee. When I tried to pull him out of the seat, my fingers went up to this level into his belly. What else you can think of? 18-year-old boy went on a solo with big dreams, maybe to become an air chief, probably. Died. Martyred. My fingers, when I tried to pull, my fingers went into the body was already baked. We couldn't do anything. The aircraft was damaged. He is gone. His parents came. We had cremation also there with full military honors. But the thing is, the truth is, everyone has to die. It's good to die with good service. When people die, one of the two expressions come, oh my God, so come we lost him. Or the other thing, जाने दो यार, वैसे भी उससे क्या फायदा था? Which one is better? The first expression or second expression?
The first one.
The first one, no? But I am no more, I am already dead. But because of those expressions, people make an opinion about the dead body. Oh, she was good. Many people say so. That is goodwill, correct? At least can we earn goodwill, if not money? You don't have to do very good things. You do things that is within legally, ethically, and morally. You keep doing these principles you follow. You will never be poor. Not financially, I'm talking. You'll always be peaceful. Legally, ethically, morally. Follow the land of the law of the land. You'll be happy. But no, we want to earn more. We want to collect money for next 7 generations. You don't know what is your 7th generation, 6th generation. Yeah, that's it. That, expectation reduces joy, people say. Don't expect, live in the present. When you live in the present, past is past, past is gone. Can you change? Can we change? No. But can we think of changing our future life? Yes. By good thoughts, by good actions. That is in our hand. So we have to live in the present and, think of future. We call it as proactive measures. In the fire stations, when there is a fire station is called. If there is no fire, will you call fire station? But what is proactive measure? To ensure that there is no fire. And that is what I, being a principal of this MIFSC college, Mangalore Institute of Fire and Safety, we teach our students because parents come and tell, अकेला बेटा है, कल कुछ हो गया तो? I tell them, क्या डॉक्टर ने लिख के सर्टिफिकेट दिया है क्या? ये कोर्स नहीं करेगा तो नहीं मरेगा? ऐसा तो नहीं होता है ना? Death is certain, correct? No, it requires a reason. But then when we say it is not that he is fighting fire, we teach them how to prevent fire, how to take action. Then they say, then I can believe you. It's the lack of knowledge. I don't blame the parents also. Your students come, they come with the idea that because placement is assured, they don't want to study big philosophy. They want to study 1 year and get job beyond those and go abroad. Middle East is the craze. But unfortunately, Middle East map is also getting changed now. After the Israel and Palestine war, if this rages a big war, Middle East map will change. Israel is not the country to spare anybody, surrounded with 7 Muslim countries. They will not be worried. They don't depend on others. They are self-sufficient. Patriotic people from all over the world, they came back serving their country. That's the spirit of Israel. Hands up to those Israelis. Wonderful. And the same thing happened here in Pahalgam. It's just the replica of this. One gentleman, Hamas leader, came to Pakistan in February. And then this plot was made. Target the civilians. Disturb. In Israel, it was a celebration day. They killed. Correct, no? Israel did not wait for the world to support them. They started firing them and still they are doing it. Whereas India is a peaceful country. They don't want to go in that rash way. So they talked to all countries, took them into confidence. Then they said, we'll go do the mock drill. And the mock drill was this pilotless aircraft, drones, British drones, pilotless aircraft, and they were fooled. They took it for, oh my God, they said they will be moving their troops if they have attacked us. They started firing them. And whereas that is the time, in 23 minutes, the action was done. Just 23 minutes. How efficient, how calculated. Abhinandan was left within 48 hours. The BSF Jawan was left, not left. But Abhinandan was royally brought to this Wagah border and left. It was live. Correct? And he came like a lion. Yes. So that is the power of India today. Yeah. Anything else? Yes, please carry on if you have.
So as we are moving towards the end, I know
Yeah.
I can see how enthusiastic you are about the youth, how encouraging your speech I have heard today. So I want to just request you that just give some sentiments about how a youth should be maintained for nation building, having the heart of
I,
patriotism.
I already said no. When new education policy was in the Modi ji asked for suggestions. I also wrote in the intermediate level before they appear at exam, either one camp, NCC, NSS, sports, leaving aside disabled people. Make it compulsory. Let them attend one camp before appearing. The camp life, 7 days or 10 days, will make them love their companions, irrespective of rich, poverty, high class, low class, rural or urban. Correct? Status or no status. When they eat from one thali, they will feel that brotherly or sisterly feeling. And then they will never ever talk about these differences. And that is the way to build nation. Our politicians know it, but they don't want that to happen. They want to divide.
Exactly.
Britishers have given us the gift of dividing and ruling.
Divide and
But
rule.
still, yeah, that's being continued. India, Pakistan was divided only because of that. Otherwise, see, look at the condition of Pakistan today and India. How far we have moved. We liberated Bangladesh. But what they are doing today, it's not religious card will not work. It is human card which will work. At the end of the day, it is what good you have done will give back Newton's third law. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction.
Reaction.
Good thing you do, good thing will come back. One finger you show, three fingers are at your side. Bad thing you do, three times it will come back to you. Salman Khan says, if you really want to help, keep sharing this to three people. Correct, no? Salman Khan said, no? Being human.
Yes, sir.
A good message he gave. Bollywood people we follow because people are more attached towards Bollywood people, what they say. But it's good. Good messages have to be accepted. You know this Bajrangi Baijan was shot in the scene. We went there after the shoot. They were telling, oh, aapka those days they were telling, aapka India ka Salman. They were not telling, हमारा कश्मीर का या इंडिया का. They were telling, हम कश्मीरी हैं, आप लोग इंडियंस हैं. आपका सलमान भाई बहुत अच्छा है. I said, why, what he did? वो हमारे साथ बैठ के चाय पिया, सब कुछ किया. When I saw the movie, I came to the last scene was there, no? The barrier where the child comes. That was not
Yes, sir.
Pakistan. That was in that Indian territory only. Some were divided into Pakistanis. They didn't know that they were playing the role of Pakistanis. They were only interested in seeing this Salman Khan bringing the child. Correct? The child coming in search of this. When we saw the movie, we were laughing. The people who supported those who said the Salman Bhai acha chai pilaya, because they wanted this scene to be shown, you know. Barrier, one side is India, other side is Pakistan. In the movie, Bajrangi
Pakistan.
Baijan I'm
Yes,
talking about.
sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
After the movie, what reaction they must have had? They must have told, oh, Indians, they fooled us. Correct? But then they had good opinion about Salman Khan, which is good. They were loving him. Yes. Yeah. Hello. Hello. Vidya? Charge coming on another. Hello. Yes. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Arpita?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
I was good. I got
Yeah,
disconnected.
yeah.
I'm so
That's it.
sorry for that.
No, I thought you were stuck. That's why I was. Yeah. Tell me anything
Yeah.
else? Yeah.
So your words were so much encouraging from the very first. I mean, I knew I was going to learn a lot of things from you, but I wasn't expecting this much of information. Everything
You know,
about the Uri operation, Operation Sindhur.
when we go for driving, before you enter the vehicle, you are given the L board, correct? Learning license,
Learning lessons.
correct? But when you are
Yes,
qualified, what they do? They remove that L. You earn your license. So it gives you a way of earning also. Exactly the life's principle is. You know, we should develop the skills. Knowledge is there. School, colleges teach you knowledge. If the knowledge is the important thing, then why not everyone gets first rank? Why only one or two get that grade? So instead, if everyone thinks that I'll give my best, the whole class quality will be better than the best. The same rule applies here also. If everybody contributes his or her bit, the country will prosper. Not because war is imminent, no. In case proactive measure, again, I'm talking about the same product. We don't know war, but if somebody puts fire, then instead of firefighting, we'll prevent before you put fire. Exactly that is what we did against Pakistan this time. Exactly. Because this, we fooled them and we attacked them. They were taken aback. They were not knowing what to do. They were confused. And India was, between Vijay Yatra chal raha hai abhi, all over. Now this political game has started in India. Now again it started. For few days, all were one. Now the political drama started because Bihar election is ahead. Tamil Nadu election is there. Now उनका political रोटी भी सेकना है, but फौजी बेचारा border में ही रहेगा. With the bond he has signed, he dutifully honors that. He is ready to sacrifice his life. Come what may. Border movie was probably all of us have seen in border movie Sundar Shetty. Correct? So this is what is the life. But it's high time yeah. It's high time.
But that was a good thing that we've united. Yes. Every individual contributed for this.
Yes. I really appreciate Asaduddin Owaisi. For the first time, I started loving him for being. He said, "I'm not a Muslim today. I'm an Indian first, and I will fight with Pakistan, although it's a Muslim country. No, my country is great. Mera Bharat Mahan hai." He said that, and he said, "Modi ji, रिलेशनशिप पे बहुत हुए, बहुत झगड़ा किया, लेकिन आज ये वक्त है हम सब एक साथ रहना है. आप जो करना है करिए, हम नहीं पूछेंगे, सबूत नहीं पूछेंगे, आप आगे बढ़िए." Actually, that power gave this Modi or the government the will to do this. Luckily, we had so many good brains. Jai Shankar ji, Ajay Devol, Rajnath Singh ji, Amit Shah ji. I'm not talking politically again. Certainly, I'm not talking politically. I'm talking about the strength, SWOT analysis. We have to know what is our strength, what is our weakness so that we can work on it. What are the opportunities and what are the threats? Threats is a challenge or challenges. So when we know the SWOT analysis, we can never be defeated. We'll always be having a win-win situation. So that is the ultimate message probably I can share. SWOT analysis, everyone has to learn so that I should know what is my strength, how can I work on my weaknesses, what are the opportunities. If one door closes, people think, "Oh my God, I lost job." When one door closes, 10 windows are there. You choose a window, which window is suiting you, and carry on with the journey, move forward. Past is past, gone. Think about future, live in the present for being happy. Everyone cannot be Adani or Ambani, correct? So let's be normal, patriotic citizens. That's it. Simple life. Though uski roti mile, alhamdulillah, first class. Yeah.
When I was writing the questions of this podcast, I was thinking, what information should I gather? Should I gather this? I read almost every article related to every questions what I have asked to you. But what information I got from you is so far different what I have read. And it was way too amazing to know that these are the reality that we don't get to hear. We, the public, doesn't know. We are lucky. The Leo Club is lucky to present the reality, the reality that public can't see. And of course,
when I used to sit in front of TV, my wife used to ask, "Kya aapko by heart karna hai kya? Aapko Arnav Goswami banna hai kya?" But when I started speaking on TV, then she started sitting and listening. Oh my God, he was preparing for all these things. On a lighter note, But this is the reality. She was telling me one day, आपको क्या अर्णव गोस्वामी बनना है क्या, बाहर करना है क्या, क्या वही न्यूज आप सुनते रहते हो, दूसरा काम नहीं है क्या? It's about your interest, correct? When you know something, you should know it fully. Yes. So that's how it is. Yes. Any other questions?
Thank you.
Any other
No, sir.
thing you wish to ask? Yeah.
There's a lot of more
I
questions
only-
I'm getting in comment.
I only wish everyone should be patriotic towards his or her nation, be it any country. A day we think like Israelis, we are in line with that. But it's high time, I think, if Pakistan, even now, it's better late than even now, if Pakistan thinks, yes, what we have done is wrong, let's learn by our mistakes and come forward. I think India will extend hands. India clearly said, we are ready for talks, provided terrorism should come to an end. Terrorism will not be helping anybody, including Pakistan. It may give opportunity for these armed producers to buy some dollars or euros. But the effect of that will haunt every soul on this earth. Hiroshima, Nagasaki is the example. But you know how they rose back? Japan. After that disaster, they rose back. Patriotism, oneness. They said only the unity will give us result. And today, USA is even afraid of Japan for their technological advancement, because it is the era of technology. Man behind the machine. Technology is there, but if you don't know how to use it, what is the use of technology? Man behind the machine will give you result. Just as simple as that. The earlier Pakistan also learned, India doesn't want our neighbor to be enemies forever. No, Pakistanis are good. I shared my 4 friends, probably they also may be watching this. My good friends from Pakistan, they are there. They love me even today. Even today. I left Qatar in 2008, but still in contact with them. Good people. The government, the environment is bad. People are not bad. Pakistan military also I will not blame. They are also sacrificing their lives for their country to serve their motherland. Not wrong. The policies, the leaders who are not playing the real role of what they are supposed to do. 93,000 POWs, we released them in 1971. It's not a small number. 93,000 prisoners of war India gave to save Mujibur Rahman. And today the same Bangladesh is hating India. Correct? But it is their problem anyway. We are not to worry about them. If they want to be good, we are ready to be good. We don't want to have enmity with anybody, not including Pakistan. But I feel the earlier they learn, the earliest moment they will get water. Because India also knows without water, nobody can survive. It is only the pressure tactic.
And
Just
we have
a
that
matter of
humanitarian.
Last time also we didn't stop our Sindhu treaty. No, we did not touch on that. But this time, because we Indians have decided we have to bring an end, because the world is just watching, not bothered even to support us in the United Nations. When we cry, they say, oh, IMF gave loan. Even at this juncture, they gave loan. And Pakistani, they gave 1 crore each to those 14 terrorists, and they call them as martyrs.
Exactly.
I don't know what is their
Getting
mentality.
state-funded.
Pakistanis press people are not in favor of all these things, but there is no freedom of speech, unlike India, where India has freedom of speech. Politicians are so strong that they are ready to come on streets to fight. Democracy is so beautiful, so powerful, that anybody can have justice. You can go to the highest court to fight, be it any issue. That freedom also should be. That's why I said legally, ethically, and morally. Everyone, if he or she follows this legality, ethics, and morality, everyone's life will be beautiful. In the span of our life journey, we can have sukoon, we can have contentment. Yes, I did my bit to the country or to my profession. It's about giving. It's not about amassing wealth. No, it's of no use.
Thank you so much, sir.
Ar-
Thank you
Arpita.
so much. I mean,
Arpita Sahu.
yes, sir.
You're from
Yes.
Orissa, if I'm not wrong. Are you from Orissa?
I'm from Odisha. Yes, sir.
Yes. Kiboli. Mujachi. Huh? Okay.
ठीक अच्छी
Yes.
सारी ना.
Yes, 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 yes.
How
Okay.
do you know, sir, over there?
Regards to, uh, we had friends from your Orissa also. One Pani was there. He was telling, sir,
Fine.
my name is Joy Krishna Pani, but people are calling me Pani, Pani, Pani. Sahu. Patnaik. Sir, people are calling me Patnaik, but I am Potnaik. Correct? Yes.
Yes, sir.
They were all our friends in from Orissa. Yes, yes. So anyway, how many Leos were there now? How many Leos are there in your group now from BAT?
More
Active
than
members?
90, sir. More than 90.
Okay, great. I
They're
hope I could
constantly
at least
texting me that
in a way, I could reach out to them in my little effort of trying to impart little that I knew. Okay. It was just an attempt to, because I could not say no when Arif's daughter approached me. I said, no, I will do it. But Arif knew. Arif said, yes, Shetty se pucho. And that's why probably, I'm meeting her for the first time, by the way. Yeah. So it's nice to have
as
had a wonderful interaction with you two and with the support of your friends. Wishing you all the best and reach your high sky with glory at all times. Once again, legally, ethically, and morally. Yes,
thank you
yes.
so much, sir. Thank you so
Okay,
much. I mean,
wonderful,
this is
wonderful.
very overwhelming that you attended our podcast, inspired us,
Yes,
made us
it's
remind about
my privilege.
patriotism.
It's my privilege too, an opportunity for me to talk about our brothers, sisters of armed forces, men and women in uniform. So big salute to all the martyrs who laid down their lives and those who are serving. Jai Hind,
We also say Jai Hind,
Jai
sir.
Hind, Jai Hind. Bharat Mata ki Jai.
Jai.
Yes.
From here, we purely get a conclusion that if Pakistan fires, India will retaliate. I repeat, India will retaliate. This is the new normal. And in many ways, this is not just a military recalibration, it is also a psychological revolution. To what extent I can see now. The terror machine may not dismantle overnight, nor will Pakistan stop its saber rattling. But something fundamental has shifted that India was no longer playing by Pakistan's script and will ever no longer play by Pakistan's scripts. Till now and till to the future. Once you call the bluff, the game changes forever. Thank you so much, sir, for giving your valuable time to this small token of awareness led by the Leo Club. Thank you for being here. And on behalf of Leo Club, I salute you again and the soldiers that are on the battlefield and are fighting day and night for us to give us a life of peace and harmony. Thank you so much, sir. We hope to meet you again, sir.